don't know how to answer that, no, but I will say that the conversations that we're having in the community, I think people are changing. I think they're really, I think people, I think I think hearts are being open. I think when we take these issues and say how they affect us personally, how they can affect other people, no matter your income level or, your, no matter anything else, I think it just makes it makes it personal, and they can really, on some level, um, it's some experience that people have had that, kind of speaks to how this can affect you, how this, is quite dangerous, and how we can make it better and what's wrong. There's no reason we don't have family paid medical leave yet passed in this state. There's no reason why minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. While everybody is so, how much is enough, right? How much is enough? How much money do we need, and what are we going to do with it at the end? You can't spend it all. So why aren't we just not coming? No one's asking for anything from anybody else except their fair share, right? Pay your fair share. Let the businesses and the corporations pay their fair share. Why are we giving tax breaks to, fossil fuel industries when our public schools are sitting, stretched to their limits with lack of funding? So I think it's just appropriating the funds where they need to go, talking to people, and making ourselves vulnerable. We're real people. I'm a real person. I'm not a politician. I'm not always going to say the right things. I have tons of laundry backed up as anyone, else has, and I'm trying to keep up with virtual schooling with my children. And, we just need the people that have, I think, been in the struggles, I would say, or do have that empathy for other people and are willing to listen to those stories and have those people listen to our experiences. And that's how we grow.
And I'm sure many people out there will relate to you and relate to what you're saying right now. And that's what we need at this moment. We need a public servant. We need someone who knows what we are going through and who felt it, lived it. And I can't think of anyone better than you to represent me personally, because this is my district. So now we're talking about my area. And I was so happy, this morning driving in the area and seeing so many Nicole Miller sign and Biden and Eugene coming up in our area. And not a lot of people know where we live, but if some of you out there know the area, you will know it changed dramatically. And I am proud to live in this area now. And truly, I feel you are going to make a difference. And I know that you are going to make history regardless. But,
Thank you.
I'm not going to say if you win, I'm going to say when you win. The issues that are more important to our area. For example, the school problem, a lot of people might think my kids are okay, they're going to a good school district, but the taxes that we pay is what's supporting that. So, I heard this question a lot. Democrats are going to increase our taxes. Mm-hmm. And I answered it. I want you to answer it to everyone and explain to them that you have to make 400,000.
Yes. If we get the state's level of funding back to where it was in the 70s, if we get federal funding from our from our federal government back up, I know I was on a kickoff with PSEA, and to hear Biden's plan for education, it made me cry, because it's what, we've been talking about for so long. And to hear, I'm going to say, hopefully the next president, right? Say it is oh my goodness, it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. Our kids are going to have what they need, no matter where they live. We don't want to raise taxes on, on properties. It's enough of school taxes falling on property tax owners. It shouldn't be that when everybody's paying what we should be putting into education and the resources that we need, from early education and childcare to, higher education. And how do we make it better? There is no reason why people are getting out of college our teachers have mortgage payments for student loans. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Really?
When we have healthcare workers that can't get, the appropriate equipment that they need, this is out of control. At what point do we put people before politics?
Yeah.
Like before money who sees it? Not the people I know. All I see is a lot of people struggling to make ends meet. Even in this, this is a beautiful area. We have, we have more than we could ever want, I feel, in this area. And there are so many people struggling to make ends meet. People are cutting pills in half, their medications in half to exist. So, no, we're not trying to raise everybody's taxes, but, there's areas I believe that we can cut and make sure that, on a state and federal level, we are getting what is needed and fair funding for our education, for our public education system.